4 times, driven and flown and been part of the Texas group when Richard Oliver lived in the city of Houston. Well, he doesn't live in Houston anymore. He lives on 70 or 80 miles away. But looking back at these videos, one of the neatest things was, and I think this was an exceptional adventure. Bill Rutherford arranged for us to see a totally restored Spitfire that was in the city of Houston, again when Richard Oliver lived in Houston, and of course Bill Rutherford lives there. And we went to visit this gentleman. He was as kind and nice as could be to us, let us do everything except flip the prop, start it, and fly away with it. He was an exceptional guy. And that video is something I've played in his shop a million times. It is just an exceptional piece of video. And share a few minutes of it, and then we're going to get back to the action at Brodak's. Look at this. All right, Bill finally got us there. Bill has never let us down. Look at this house. Just check some of this stuff out. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're gonna go see the Spitfire. Now, I have physically touched all the Spitfires in England that were in museums. I'm touching this one here. The gentleman that owns this is on the phone. Whoa. And this is for you, Joe. Joe Adamusco. We want to do a little detail walk around. Whoa, man.
I'll have to get.
Did you work on this?
No.
Boy, this is about as pristine as it gets, huh?
Oh, this is a rape and put, I think about 12.
This is cleaner than the ones that were in Duxford. Wow, man, look at it.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Is this the way this would be less on a real
That's
can?
a rifled barrel. Now, whether it's
Les is a gun guy, so. Whoa, man alive. Look at the radiators on
We
this.
had also 4.
Joe, I'm doing this for you, baby. Oh,
that's your
man.
place to go. That is a rifled barrel. I don't know whether the action's still on it, but that is a rifle.
Here's your gun port, your camera here.
Yeah. What mark is this now?
Up to us.
Oh, we'll ask. There's apparently a story behind these props. How cool is this?
See, Wendy, what you were talking about, you never get exhaust stain on the front one.
Yeah, exactly. And then from there back, they're white.
See where I ripped your tape?
They always tape over the old gun ports, and then soon, of course, to keep it aerodynamically clean, and then shoot right through the tape. You can feel the tape, the tape lines from the new paint. You can feel the tape lines, Bill.
Yeah.
Man, what a piece of work. What a piece of work.
He's telling me about it.
I'm going to go over there, yeah. I want to. All right, it's an early one.
I've got all the mission reports and all that business. And it's painted just like it was when it flew in Normandy. And the guy who flew it, or one of the pilots that flew it, he's the only one that's still living, that flew it during the Normandy invasion. And it was painted just like it was now.
How does a remarkable piece of equipment like this find its way here and to your hands? I mean, this is.
Well, I bought it off a post. Basically, it was a gate guard in the Royal Dutch Air Force Academy at DeLand, and it had been sitting on a post from 1958 to 1992. It was a corroded mess.
Right.
And it took 10 years to rebuild.
Oh, I well believe that.
and about 20,000 rounds. And
And dollars too numerous to mention.
a lot of dollars.
Oh yeah, the dollars you can't even.
But we did all the sheet metal work in-house. And the only sheet metal work we did not do in-house is actually, I bought this stool made, and we made the bottom cow part of it. We didn't make the stool.
Is this fiberglass?
Now this has a Rolls Royce engine in it?
Yes, it has
What mark is this?
a 9.
A 9? Okay.
Yeah, it has a wooden propeller. It's pretty fast. It's surprisingly fast. I had flown a 51 some, but I had never flown a Spitfire. 51 is something of a ground level because of its laminar flow airfoil. It takes a long time to get off the ground, and it has a lot of torque. This thing, I don't even use any rudder trim on the tail.
Well, it takes a long nose.
It's got such a long moment arm to the tail that you can just control it with the rudder, and the rudder's relatively light, even though it has 1,810 horsepower. And so it's the P-51D, the only one I've ever I haven't flew. That's the only one I've ever flown is the D model. And the D model had an anti-servo tab because when it's up cruising, it tended to be crooked, and that anti-servo tab kept it straight on the rudder, but it also gave you hell on takeoff because you put full rudder trim in it, and then you just stood on the damn thing with your right foot. This thing is pretty damn docile on takeoff. It's much more docile than I was used to with the 51.
I remember you saying.
But you can see out of the 51 when you land. This son of a bitch you don't see either.
I remember you saying that the 51 was a chore to get in here, but this was the problem.
No, and it's so much lighter. You know, 51's all up engine weight is about 7,800 pounds. This only weighs 5,400 pounds.
How did you get the plane here?
Put it in a crate. Took the wings off of it, took the tail section off of it, and stuck it all in a shipping freight. Really wasn't that horribly expensive. To ship it from Holland was $6,000.
You put it in a container?
Yeah, I put it in a shipping container.
20 foot?
20-foot shipping. And, you know, hell, they just picked it up and they delivered it right out here on the road, and we took it out and put it on tables that we built, actually great big old heavy tables, and we just stuck the airplane on it, wheeled it in pieces.
A 20-foot container for me from China was about $6,000.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Amazingly cheap.
Now, of course, I had to go over there and disassemble this damn thing and build all the forms to hold it and everything. But I had some pretty good help.
You should have called me, I was available.
But we're available now, right? But it has been an ordeal to get most of the boats out of it. We just about got them all.
How many hours of flying does it have on it?
I don't know. It had 161 combat hours, and I've flown it 98 hours since I finished.
It's really got about 300.
And I don't have any idea of the non-combat hours it flew because the logs, the aircraft logs were destroyed in 1958. So I have no way of knowing what its total time is. But I have all the combat records on the airplane. I have every scrap of paper, and it's really interesting to go through them. It shows every mission.
Did you buy this from the RAF or?
No, this airplane was sold to the Dutch in 1946. H1 is in the.
Looking at the bottom of the wing here for some of the detailing. Joe would probably be interested in this.
But it was a mess. I've got pictures of it, during its construction phase. erosion was just terrible. This wing was the first wing we did.
The invasion stripes.
And it took us a year and a half to do this wing. And we replaced about 60% of it. All the spars, all the ribs in the rear. Hi, I'm ready to go.
I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Nice to meet you finally. This is my wife's name.
Wendy, the restoration on this is flawless.
This is unbelievable. I'll tell you, talk about being worth the trip, huh?
You know, I'll tell you, if you were gonna build another Spit,
It would be cool to make.
detail in here would be
Yeah, I got to mention to Joe.
I
we
mean,
could-
you could get in here with some decent light, photograph the instrument panel, create all this, you know, in the.
This is a nice paint job too with the, you know, look at that with the invasion stripes, the cannon blisters.
It has the Mark 9.
Look at,
an
Wendy,
attempt to
just look at all the detail in the fillet.
Oh, I know.
You got a little bump here, a little blister there, rivet lines.
It's absolutely immaculate. You got to see. You can't believe how you can rub this and you can feel the paint line. Unbelievable.
I don't think I've ever seen anything this.
There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep. The valley will bloom again. And Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room. One there'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see. The shepherd will tend his sheep. The valley will bloom again. Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see.
Oh, put it out in the sun. We got any direct sunspots here? Yeah, nice. Nice. Walbridge has got his almost done.
Yeah, he copies me some photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another guy, Bob Green, has got one pretty well along.
A 90 or
No, the original
the
one.
original?
Beauty. Absolute beauty. That is nice. Yeah, I haven't seen it in real life. I saw the pictures. This is the first time.
Actually,
The stacks came out
the
nice.
silver gray looks good. Let me experiment.
Yeah, let me get the sun at my back here. Spitfire. Oh yeah, nice. You got the double header, the Scott Dinger header in there?
So
Okay.
I want to give this thing a whack and see what.
Well, let's give it a bench run. Put it out. Let's get it out there where there's no dirt, where the stooge hole down is. And let's, I'm guessing, but it's beautiful. Boy, that pilot came out awesome. Let me get a close-up of him so I don't have to get on my knees later. Did you name him yet?
No.
Is his name like Zelda or something? Like
I don't know.
Jacobone names his pilots.
Because,
How many he doesn't know he doesn't have a pilot?
Because of how shitty he flies. He's a
If he-
good flyer, I'll give him a nice name.
Now, you got 018s all set to go?
Yeah, I'm all set to go.
Beautiful. Oh, here comes the rest of the crew up. The wild hogs are back in motion. Hey Joe, before you put lines, you want to bench run it or you already
I know it'll run.
you already ran it?
Yeah,
Okay.
run.
All right.
Joe, this looks nice.
I just got.
All right, link it up there, Chicky.
You get me excited. Look, I'm ready to hook it up to your camera.
All right.
Well, there's nothing like the first flight jitters, huh?
All right. What's in this now? 90?
Yeah, I'm afraid of that.
Oh, what a baby! Holy mackerel!
Well, I got my van here. If you're afraid of it, I'll take it. I'll put it in my van.
What a baby!
Oh, looks beautiful, Joe. You did a hell of a job. I'm proud of you. Beauty. Beautiful. Ah. I tell you. How's the weight on it, Joe?
Took me 2 years, 72 ounces. That nice.
That's light for an airplane this size. Oh. Beauty. Where you get the patience, Joe, I'm telling you. You guys got the patience.
Yeah, they just don't know how to have fun.
All right.
Yeah, the garage looks great. I got your trowel and bucket too.
Yeah, I know. That's
I'll
right.
clean it up and I'll bring it tomorrow.
Well, maybe I'll pick it up today.
Well, stop by the house.
Yeah,
man.
all right, all right.
The garage looks great. Oh
yeah,
man.
Oh, I know it.
I'm just waiting, baby.
All right.
I want to hear this puppy run. And Joe, if you flip it and the prop comes off, man, you are going to be one for a surprise. You got it all knurled up?
Yeah, it's.
Okay. Because when them suckers pop, baby,
I'm gonna
What's
put
that?
a handle on
when
it,
a prop
it'll
comes
hide
loose
space.
on a 90,
Oh,
you better be headed south.
oh,
Not funny.
oh, oh.
Boy, it looks nice, though, I'm telling you.
Oh, it's beautiful. Huh?
Everything he does is nice.
Oh, I know. I'll tell you.
You taught him well, John.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at that pilot.
Yeah.
That pilot's got more instruments in it than real Spitfire. Did a nice job on the stacks. Did
Yeah,
you see the
yeah.
stacks?
Huh? Yeah.
Now this is named for Dave Downey's daughter who passed away.
Oh.
The young lady who passed away. Joe, don't pull on it yet. Man, it's tail heavy. Whoa! You better got some nose weight in this boy.
Right on the star.
I'm just teasing you. If this is tail heavy, I'll eat it. Not with that motor. This is 16 4.5? Ah, pussycat, man. Pussycat. These guys, they're so afraid of 90s. I love it. they're afraid of the 90s. Put that arm in there. Woo! Yeah, let's take a little walk around. Joe, you know what you need is some black stain in the exhaust. Give him a hard time about everything. Let's see what you got. A hair down, Joe. Just a hair.
Is that a hair down?
That's a hair up. You went too far.
Little minor
Did Dave see this in real life yet?
Yeah, back in yeah,
Did he see it all buffed up and everything?
Stop by, yeah. I'm not going to do anything radical. I just want to put a handle that's got a little more leverage.
It's close. It's close. Well, just be real conservative the first flight anyway. Then you know where the tank is shimmed and everything. Oh, I love touching them when they're just buffed out. What a pain! Now that I got a new car, I can't figure out half of the switches. We go to out to dinner the other night. I hit the button, open the door, it doesn't open. I don't know what the hell's wrong. I says, here we got a brand new car. You got to hit it twice to open the passenger door. Who's going to read the manual? Forget it.
What car have you got?
It's that's the
Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I know.
Yeah. What's your next car? 20 years from now, you get that
congratulations! I didn't know you had a new
one. You come get the other one today.
You
Free. Who else gives you a free car? Just because you're a cool guy.
Look at this all polished up. Oh.
You bet.
Oh,
20 years from now, it's yours. Oh, I love that pilot, Joe. Man, that is beautiful. He is the exact right size for this car.
Georgino, remember old
Georgino, I know, yeah. Is he still in good health?
He's not doing too good, man.
Yeah, because I spoke to him, he was
First,
not.
that pilot, he's about 10 years old.
Got
Yeah.
all nice polished up. Look at this. A rat. I didn't even notice it. Holy
You don't even notice it. It's the most expensive thing I bought in 2 days.
I'm telling you, Joe, I get no respect.
What do you think, I'm made of money?
All right.
John, I'm telling you, the van, there is nothing wrong with the van. If you can get Brian to do a quick transmission thing on it, and it runs great.
I'll talk
Doesn't
to him.
use a drop of oil.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
You're my man. Tell everybody how you love him. What a guy.
Gives me the car.
Let's start this season off on a big bang here.
Right.
I do not want to see this prop come loose. All
Yeah, I'll
Joe.
double check it.
The first time, Joe, I was videotaping myself one day, right here with the stooge, and the prop came off. I almost died. Yeah, I went out to the garage. I thought I was in heaven, John. I'm telling you, I got to vacuum my garage now with the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. I check it anyway. See, I think you still have the high compression head on. I think, but I'm not sure. But I brought all the stuff with me, so we can swap it out if you need to. Just give it. Now I know you're a really strong guy, but I know in the past a couple times, even I'm strong. The next day that nut isn't as tight as it was.
Yeah.
When you're in the shop,
Well, the wood
it sits in
pressure's on the ground,
the
too.
moisture and everything.
Yeah.
Plus, especially with a wood prop. But that's the prop's going to be real close. And just baby it for a little while till you feel, see how it is. What plug did you put in the engine? Do you have a Thunderbolt in there?
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, you want to get
It was something you recommended.
Yeah.
It could be a 4-stroke plug.
4-stroke
It
is
doesn't
good.
have an idle plug.
No, a hot plug. I brought extra ones just in case. A hot plug.
That's what I got to nail you for. That's what I got to nail you for. What do
Do
you
we have
think?
any string? Any of that, this yellow stuff?
Yeah, I
They
got
were
them.
driving here this morning practicing
Oh,
already.
yeah.
Before
I know.
Joe got
Where
here.
do you want to put them?
No, just along his edge while he's got a brand new plane out here. And we'll roll it in at the end of the day. Oh, leave while he's flying, I'll do it.
Yeah, I got a rope. Yeah, I got some. Well, we're going to be
Well,
watching.
if you don't fill it up, you're not going to get the tank shooting. You want to get a rough idea, at least ballpark, that when you go inverted, it doesn't go dead rich or dead
Well,
lean or something.
I already got the tank up, so it should. That don't mean I'll put 6 screws.
Yeah, in other words, when you short tank it and you only put in an ounce, you don't even get a reading.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I'm not interested in reading right now. Can I hold on to this?
Oh, listen to this baby. Do you ever ride a big motorcycle? You ever drive a big car? What are you gonna drive a Volkswagen your whole life? Hey, Joe, it's a pussycat. But what you're gonna see, it's gonna look like it's flying crooked because of the dihedral. It has the look of that it's always this way, but you gotta do it from outside the circle. And that tricked me for a couple of weeks. You know, when I flew mine, I kept shimming it for nothing.
Put it down there.
This whole edge. Because Jacobone's gonna have his new plane
Yeah,
too.
well, Jacobo's gonna park right there.
Okay, so just hold that.
Which
So
way is
nobody
the
drives in
general
and scares the hell out of us.
They won't drive in.
Well, they were there this morning, John.
I know, but we're not here. But the minute they see us here, they don't come around.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, chick.
I'll
Make
be
me
over
proud.
there anyway.
I got that needles up 3.5.
That's about yeah.
Quarters.
Get it up just like a Tiger 60. No difference. You got the right header on there anyway, not like the other Spitfire. That choke down header can kill it. Oh, Wallbridge, you're on board here, baby. The RAF is going to add a member right now. First flight of Joe's new Spit. Now what we're looking for, first flight, he knows it's nose heavy. Oh, look at that word Spitfire on the bottom. That looks cool. It's a little cool. The temperature, that digital thing in my car said 48 degrees, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. Air density is about 99. Motor sounds real close to the needle set. You won't know till you flip it inverted. See, the hard thing is to level a wing. You gotta have somebody do it from, it looks pretty good. Looks better than mine, in fact. Now tell me that isn't a thing of beauty. Boy, if that isn't a thing of beauty, Rich Wallbridge, I hope you're watching. Bob Green, I hope you're watching too. Now inverted, it looks pretty good. That looks real, in fact. But you never know, and from this point on, now that you've got it level, the thing that you got to do, at least I had to do, is I've got to do it by feel in the maneuvers. Where does it go a little soft, and then, and you know what? I didn't realize that in the beginning because of the way the wing looks see, this looks from inside the circle. It looks totally different than what you see out here. It looks like it's wrong. This looks like it's going to be it's going to be nose heavy, but that's it. And I brought all the other lightweight parts if he needs them, so. Got the nice growl, like the Tiger 60 growl, like I like anyway. New van, new porch. Well, we have reinvented our life. Karen and I were laughing about it the other day. Well, yesterday even. But the truth is that van is working out great. It's going to be a pleasure driving it. Really is nice. Now Rich has his refinished Strega. He's loading it up right now. He should be down here with his new ship too. And I just figured to try to do 3 of these in one day was a little really unrealistic. And what I wanted to do is give Joe my total undivided attention and spend more time, get more flights on this. Because the reality is I can fly it, you know, more often or easier than Joe. And we have our new friend Billy Sargent, who's going to be with us Monday. Yeah, good idea, Joe. Just hang loose, baby. I don't know, it doesn't look so nose heavy to me. I guess we'll find out how he feels. Now, I can usually tell by the look on somebody's face if they're happy or not. Here at the Wild Hog Central. Opening day, first flight of 2009 here at the new Yankee Stadium. Oh, I love Spitfires though. I could remember the first day with all 4 of my Spitfires. Nothing quite like the look at that elliptical wing. Just a shame we don't have semi-scale points like the old days. We could dominate the world with those extra 20 points or 10 points. We could have been somebody. Uh-oh, Jackabone's here.
It's all hard.
Hold the tail up, hold the tail up. Yeah, that sucker lands. Oh, man. Now, this is the part you gotta see. Watch this. What does it feel like? Nice, huh? Looks cool from that. He's happy. Let me get the handle.
It don't sound like a nice.
What?
No, it does.
Nah.
Come on, it's a pussycat. He's afraid to flip it.
I don't get it.
First flip, better than mine.
Got a nice brake
That a
on
beauty?
it.
Brake's nice. Just, you know what? Before you even started, Joe, let me tweak it.
Now, where did you get these?
Just don't go any more than this. A little bit each time until you find that nice.
Where did you get these decals?
I've had a couple and so far they haven't found anything.
Yeah.
Trying to help him out, because I know he'd do it to me.
You're such an optimist.
No, I just know John.
That's actually a cardinal engine.
Yeah, it's an evolution.
Yeah. Well, looks like it flies okay. I don't know what I don't know why you're asking for your money back.
Oh, it was so it was ugly at Huntersville.
What was ugly about it?
Oh, it would just not stay up top for anything in the world. I had about a 3-year-old 46 in it. Probably 46 in it.
That one runs fine.
And this one's fairly brand new.
Is that Steve's?
No, that's one of Dixon's. It's only got a...
It's a stock motor though. It's not been played with.
Tom Dixon plays with the sleeve on it a little bit. Timing.
But I mean, whatever they did, they didn't make it any. It's a stock motor to me. That's running exactly like Banjox does, and the guys back home love those things. In fact, the young guy that's coming up tomorrow, he'll be here. We're going to build him an ARF. He's already got one, but I want to build him a spare because he's a beginner. I told him get an LA46. We'll tune it right at Brodak. You don't even have to go away.
Yeah.
I got the new motor in the car. We should break it in, put it in your plane. If you like his better, we won't tell him.
This one's already broken.
Yeah, I'll give you $50 to break it in.
Yeah, it stands out nice and
Yeah,
you know, up top
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, is it doing anything that you want it to do different?
It's flying. If anything, if it were my plane, the only thing I would be thinking is maybe you could go a little slower. but don't slow the motor down. Play with the props till you get a prop that's a little softer.
Yeah, and I got 60 footers on there. I had 62s and I
You want me to
ruined
go
them.
get my 62s?
Or 61s or 62s. I want to keep the same motor speed.
Yeah, that's.
Just put
if
2
you-
feet longer line on it.
Yeah, that'll slow the plane down and make it.
I know a guy that make you lines right now. See.
But I mean, it's head and shoulders above where you was at it.
Oh, no
Hunters.
comparison.
So, I mean,
I lowered the motor with washers and just put, I don't know what fixed it.
What's better than washers if you can put a plate under it. Washers are gonna, they concentrate the load. A piece of tin, aluminum, steel, anything. Just make it the shape of the plate. If you have to do that instead of shimming the tank.
Yeah, plate would be the best thing.
How many washers did you put under there?
Just one.
Oh, just a piece of tin. Just find a piece of tin, the thickness of the washers.
Wendy doesn't know me very well yet, does he?
Are you a butcher?
Oh yeah, he's a butcher.
No.
You remember
Oh,
a couple years ago we had the Strega out here and we were doing the.
I know.
That's John. That was John's.
I know. I like working with butchers. Then they think I know what I'm doing. Yeah, it looks like it flies good. In fact, I was thinking you had some radical problem. We're going to be sitting here all night farting around with it. There'll be no problem at all.
I put almost a gallon of fuel through it, changing everything. I tried 3 different brand props, pitches and everything, lead outs, tried different fuel, everything. Nothing, everything would react the same. And
What do you mean by the same?
if I went to a 4-leaf clover, it wouldn't even finish the first loop and it would just do a wing over with no.
You mean no power?
No tension, nothing.
And how much tip weight's in there?
1 1/4.
That's not enough. See, why here's a way to tell when you know you're wrong. If you got to fly a plane fast, you know it doesn't have enough tip weight. That's the first thing to check. And it's the easiest thing because if it's wrong, you can always take it out. But I would put a 1/4 ounce in anyway. It's not something you can't undo. But if you find that you're trying to fly faster to get line tension, or put a little rudder on it even. Get a little trim tab, and scotch tape it on. That's kind of a 101 trim issue then.
Yeah.
Because it was a little on the fast side.
Yeah.
I didn't lap it, but I could just tell it was just a little on the fast side. All right, so we'll get the equipment out. It's the evening flying session. And it's time to fly. Oh, Ray Dory arrived all the way from Louisiana. We're gonna go over and check out how his trip was. We're waiting for Kent's rotation, his turn to rotation. We got 5 guys on a circle, so it'll be a good 45 minutes before we get to fly again. All right, girls, show and tell. All right.
We've got a New Orleans scene, and we've got a frame made by Raymond.
A frame, oh, we were on that cable car. We took the cable car ride. You're damn right, man. When we were in New Orleans, you got it.
Made these frames.
Nice.
I did that Monday.
That's nice.
So that's why they come.
How was your ride up here? Good?
It was good.
Yeah.
Good? No problem?
Wow. That is so nice.
That is.
And I figure Wendy will paint it whatever you want.
Oh, we'll gold
Or
leaf it.
just leave it natural.
There you go. Then we'll probably gold leaf it is right.
Yeah.
Karen has this rub-on gold leaf.
yeah.
You know what it is, rub and buff? Yeah. Good.
Wow, that is
Very nice.
fabulous.
So, welcome to Brodak's. What can I tell you? This is our private area here.
This is gorgeous.
God, the weather today was just to die for. Want something to eat? Hungry?
Yeah.
Are you guys really hungry?
We're going to eat someplace, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're going to stay here long. Maybe another
That's fine.
half an hour.
Okay, that's good.
Well, we leave it to the women to decide. Then
Well, if the women decide, we eat.
You'd be gone already.
Last night we ate dinner at 9:30.
Let's see what the Ferrari watch says. The Ferrari watch says,
To bed.
how about if we leave here at 6:45?
That's great.
Okay, I'll let Kent fly. I'll bypass my flight.
Okay.
If we leave 6:45, we get a decent meal, and sit down. Hear about Ray's trip.
It was kind of uneventful. A little bit of rain.
Ours was eventful. We had a guy with a Harley plow into us.
Oh, no.
Our new car, yeah.
Wow.
We
Yeah.
had 700 miles on the van.
700 miles and it became a Harley bumper guard.
Like Raymond got his check. Same thing happened?
No,
No,
we
no.
just got the truck.
Oh,
so
you
he
just
could
got the
come,
truck.
so you could bring
Yeah.
his plane.
Oh.
Oh, you just got this guy?
I think I got the truck.
Was this a
week
Toyota?
before you told me
It's a
that
big one though.
Oh, so it's very new as well.
Oh, this is nice, yeah. And you got the flip lid like
Yeah,
Billy
I
has the
I
flip
added
lid
that
too.
To it, yeah. So
Nice.
I plan on carrying
it's
the plane.
luxurious, isn't it?
Yeah.
What kind of mileage you get with a truck this size?
Well, that's actually the small truck, but I got 25 miles to the gallon.
We tracked our mileage on the way here. We got 26.
Yeah.
That's decent.
But I was carrying a big load too. You know,
How much
see the
stuff you got in
luggage.
there?
You know what? I have to tell you, Wendy says to me all the time, you took too much, you took too much. But I bring...
Do you pack the same way?
I bring...
All right. Oh yeah.
Wendy, it was full.
Camper Central.
It was full.
Yep, I hear you.
I mean, the luggage.
No, I know it. I've been here, done that. Yeah, I know. Billy's got this exact lid, the pop-up lid. It works
Yeah,
great.
this is great. I was gonna get the fiberglass one, but the fiberglass one isn't as strong as this.
I don't know if Billy's is fiberglass, but it's solid.
Yeah,
You
no,
could
this-
stand on it.
This is polycarbonate. And the fiberglass, they would have painted it white like the truck, but the black looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, you got plenty of room in here.
So I brought a burner.
Fantastic.
So I-
Fantastic.
I got a pot in here so I can cook.
You came to party.
A pot, yeah.
He brought his own
I got
pot.
more stuff in here for you and Shelley too.
I had 3 suitcases for me.
Just for you?
Yeah.
Well, he better not yell at me. We're gonna go check you.
Plus my shoes are in another bag and my makeup's in another bag and all the...
She can vary my meds to make me anything she wants me to be now. I'm on so much medication. She gives me the mood swing stuff.
This is for the Brodaks. I made them one of those little.
The little wine bottles with the
Wine.
lights in
yeah,
it.
they're nice.
Yeah.
They're having dinner now, so probably won't see them till the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, they went. Where did they go? They went to,
They went to Dolphins.
the Dolphins. Yeah, okay. Listen, I'm going to go up and give Ken a lunch and tell him what our schedule is, because.
We're gonna see what good.
Hey, Kent, the girls are pulling rank on us. You're only getting one. You're getting one flight, and I don't get any.
What else is new?
So let's go grease up a flight, and we'll go.
Okay.
And you don't get to fly at all. But when we're gone, you can have both of our rotations. So what we're gonna do, the girls and Ray's hungry. He wants to go out to eat too with his wife. They came up all the way from New Orleans to be here. So we're gonna get Ken at one flight, and then I'm gonna load up all this Bob Brookins paint, and we'll head out to wherever the girls want to go to eat. Now this is funny. Lou couldn't get the monocoat to stick to the wood. I don't know what that's all about. But they apparently got the new flaps on, do they? No, yes, yeah, they do. So the adventure continues, and we got to load up our van here. We got a lot of stuff to load up tonight. So Keith will fly, Kent's in the order next, and then we're gonna head out. Now this is going to be probably the last night that it won't be real crowded on all of the circles. Most of the time that I've been here, Monday the people start really rolling in, and then of course the circles get a lot more people on them than we've had the last 2 days. So we've had 2 days of pretty much having our own circles in absolutely good air, perfect air. Not a drop of rain so far, nothing. We've been blessed. I don't want people to see us hugging and kissing. They may get the wrong idea. How you been? Good ride up? How long a ride is it for you guys?
It was 10 hours, almost to the minute, door to door.
Oh,
to the
that's
hotel.
not bad. That's nothing.
Yeah, I'm by myself this year, unfortunately. Becky,
Wife didn't come?
yeah, she was taking a course, but just 2 days a week, but she missed 2 days of it. She's of a 6-week course. And a gardening course she wanted to take, but the biggest issue is her mom turns 98 at the end of July. It's getting, a lot of confusion and forgetfulness, and she didn't really want to be away from home for a week and not be able to get right back.
Yeah, yeah.
The lady's doing remarkably well for 98, but she's still 98.
I don't think there'll be any 9s in my vocabulary. I'm shooting for 8s to be like John Batavio and Lou Woolard.
My mother turns 92 or 93 in September. With the genetics of Indian education, Becky and I are going to outlive our money for sure.
Yeah. Not if Obama stays in office.
Oh, he can live for
They'll
next
just
week.
print more.
We'll have till next week to outlive your money.
We'll be working for the Chinese. There'll be no problem.
Basically flies like a fat body Dory.
It's been absolutely 2 days just like it is right now. So you know what that means.
It's rain like hell all
That's
week.
right. It's coming,
Shoveling
baby.
is windy.
Ray, do you know Tom Dixon?
Hey,
Ray Dory from Louisiana?
hey, how are you?
I've heard his name before.
Oh, he's infamous. He's on the A list. Boy, that's for sure.
Mostly for not respecting people with legends in their own mind.
No, I just want this on a permanent record. We are keeping our Look, it's great to be royalty, isn't it? You never have to wear out your shoes.
Well, Tony can travel with you because she's got bad knees.
Yeah.
Poor Tater.
I went down and I told him, I said, hey, my buddy's up there. She can't walk for shit. I need one. So that's the Tater mobile.
Good girl.
Here because Tony also has bad knees. So.
All right.
So we got them all covered.
And so does Billy. You might want to let Billy in on that.
Oh yeah. Well, they can ride together. Billy
Yeah.
can't walk either.
I got to
What a
run
bunch
down
of
and still
crips.
find out.
Coal mine. Coal miner, do you know where?
Hey, I like your bracelet. Let me see your bracelet.
Well, this is my
Let me
gumbo
see that.
bracelet.
Let me see that.
Got everything you need to make gumbo on it.
Underneath the bridge.
What is it?
Gumbo bracelet.
No, I mean, we never see that up in New York.
Well, of course not. You got a crawfish and a
Okay.
crab,
Well,
a gumbo
tonight. That's
pot,
it because we're cooking after
and
this.
you got a.
Now, gumbo is soup. Am I right or wrong?
Kind of.
You throw everything in there and hope it comes out.
Yeah. You got a bag of rice and a bottle of hot sauce. Nobody
All right.
Tater mobile. Yeah.
They never played them like this.
Getting our crowd together for dinner can be a real problem. There's an awful lot of orchestration has to go into the dinner every night at Brodak's.
I could almost taste it. Diet restriction.
Oh, they're flying on all circles now.
Years, and I eat rubber.
Here's one of the unique models here, Bob Zambelli's 3-engine plane.
Rubber. Everybody's all
He's flying on a back circle, 3 engines.
You know when I was on my feet all day, so yeah. They were comfortable. Those are rubber. Yep. Nice and comfortable. You know what? There's a CVS right in this town, Carmichael. It's right near Hartley. Do you remember this little district? Maybe you can check it out.
And I tell you another good flip flop is the crop flip flop.
Oh
The
yeah,
crop
that's what they
shoes.
say. Yeah.
I've never tried the crop. I never
No.
saw them.
You see, in the winter time, well, because it was October when I had my car accident, and I couldn't bend down.
Got a unique sound.
I couldn't put socks. I couldn't lift my foot up to get socks on. So, and I paid a little more for the crop.
Oh yeah,
Had
you
the
got
fur
get
in
the
'em.
real kind.
Yeah, I got the real
Yeah.
kind that had the fur in them.
Right.
I wore those all winter long. They kept me, no, even in the winter time. No, like I said,
Do they have them without the fur?
Yeah, they have them without the fur.
But I mean, you could go to Walmart and pay $9. You don't want those. You
No.
want to get the ones that are like $30.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
These were either 4 or 6.
Yes.
But I mean, that's what I did. And like I said, the crop.
You know what? Maybe because we don't have so much warm weather like you guys have, I've never seen them in the stores.
You've never seen the crop? Well, even your
Even regular shoe stores, they have the Crocs. You know, the ones with the holes in the Crocs.
well, that's
I see everywhere.
That's what these. But I mean, but there's a difference in going to Walmart and paying $9 for a pair. Okay, you don't want those.
No, but I've seen the, regular shoe stores have the real Crocs.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they-
got $35, but
they-
I've
yeah.
never seen the Crocs.
oh yeah, they
Oh
have
yeah,
them.
they got 'em.
They probably have them maybe I don't know, maybe on the end caps or maybe you know, like if you have a Macy's or anything.
Macy's, sure.
They have them. Just go in there and ask them for the flip flop.
Yeah.
Probably the only 3-engine plane I've ever seen here.
I had to get the ones with the
It got you through, didn't it?
Now look at the steam coming out of the generating plant. That usually tells you we got some nice weather coming tomorrow, I hope. Windy the weatherman, always wrong. We're headed out to Ruby, the choice of the crowd tonight. The women voted for Ruby Tuesday.
I don't know that that's true.
Ah,
That was a windy choice.
No, it wasn't. You decided. I picked pizza.
You picked Ruby Tuesday as well.
So I picked 2 in a row? And I can pick good weather in a row? You guys better keep me on staff. This is a little funny snippet of why Pennsylvania is different than New York. See, in New York City, when bike gangs get together and they do their thing, they hang out at bars, usually with his naked women and everything. But in Pennsylvania, they hang out at Panera Bread. When we were pulling in the parking lot before, there were about 35 Harleys here, and this poor guy on a sport bike, he's still in Panera Bread. Maybe he's the janitor or something. And I'm thinking, what kind of outlaw bikers can these guys be? And they stopped to have lunch at Panera Bread. Oh man, Pennsylvania really is different. It really is beautiful out here. We're having a great time. Sunday night ends, and we have to go to Walmart to get supplies for the week. If this Walmart stock goes up in value, you'll know exactly why. Uh-oh, this is the Walmart bike gang down here. Check this crew out while I run somebody over.
No, when you don't want them to see you do that.
You can join the Walmart Harley Riders Incorporated. Hey, but we're all set on food. We have 10,000 pounds of chopped meat, 3 million hamburgers. We're ready. It's party time tomorrow morning. Sunday night, we're done with Walmart. And this is how it is as we get ready for the real Brodak fly-in, which starts tomorrow. Well, Monday morning, it looks like another heavenly morning in the hills of western Pennsylvania. Windy the Weatherman has been right 3 days in a row. 3 out of 8 so far. Now you look, the steam is rising right up, straight up, stable air mass. More than likely, we're going to have another stunt heaven day all day. And today is actually the first day people will start coming in quantity, because tomorrow starts the competition. So our first order of business on this wonderful day, we're going to try to get our good friend Ray Dory, who's at Brodak's for the first time and a beginner. He claims to be a beginner. Kent and I are going to try to get him in the air here while we have absolutely stunt heaven. Keith and his crew are over there, already practicing. Bob Brookins is over there. Well, we're going to take the grass circle up here by the carrier deck. I'll be right up there, Kent. Get them set up. We got to get the ice and food from last night's trip to Walmart going. And today's the first day where the girls are going to cook for us. Okay, so we gotta see now. Just where'd Ray go? Oh, he's getting more stuff. Okay. We want to see if he's run this engine on the ground yet, or if this has been flown, or if he's going to need some of the basic stuff.
He hadn't flown in 25 years.
He didn't fly in 25 years?
Flown in 25 years. Oh, wow.
Well, you better stay out at the middle of the circle with him in case he gets dizzy. And I'll launch it and...
well, he has a I might ought to take it off.
Ask him. Ask him what he's up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, here he comes. Ray, have you flown this yet? No. Okay, so you want Kent to take it off for you and
yeah, I would appreciate
make sure nothing's flying out of it or something? Okay.
Sure it's trimmed
Okay, we could do that.
at least where I can take off.
Okay, well, that'd be the smart thing. Let's run it on the ground once. I always like to run it.
Okay.
And then look around if the screws, the muffler's coming off or the prop's loose. Let's go through the 101s here.
Yeah. What kind of fuel is that? 5, 10% or just regular?
It's 10%.
Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, whenever a plane hasn't been flown, like an example is it might not have enough tip weight or something that we can correct before you get disappointed.
Yeah.
And this has an LA 46 in it?
No, it's got a Fox 35.
This has got a Fox, okay. Yeah, I always like to run it on the ground. It never hurts, and there's no crowd here, at least not yet anyway, so.
Don't matter.
And even if there was, I'd rather you run it on the ground once. Cool. Is this a video camera or a still camera?
This is video right here. The rest of it is still.
Oh, okay.
Takes videos.
Yeah, do you have a shoe?
No, just I was just saying I could hold it. I was just wondering how you hooked yours up. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Now, I'm just watching what you're doing. Number one, I would get an automotive wrench to tighten the prop.
Okay.
That wrench, you can't get enough leverage even if you're Kent Ticer.
I do have a set of...
Yeah, no, that's number one. That would be a smart thing to do.
Okay. I do have a set in the truck.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can get it tight enough.
Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
The problem is, if there's 9 guys waiting to fly, when it comes off,
yeah.
you're a bad guy, you know?
Yeah.
Does this have tip weight in it when you buy it, or are you supposed to put tip weight in it?
No, I did balance it. If you notice, there was some pieces of tape right here.
Okay.
And I did balance it at the
But see, this is what I'm saying is, let's see how much tip weight's in there. Nothing. There's nothing in there.
No.
Let's get some glue on weights. You got any stick-on weights, or should I go down to my van?
I don't have any.
I'll go get them out of my van.
Sit this thing over here.
Okay.
What we're trying to do is just a simple 101 of, and the line length, we'd like to have it in a perfect world, the middle of the body to middle of the handle for anything powered by a Fox, 60 feet.
60 feet. Well, that's why I made it up 50 foot. I figured 58 feet.
If it's short, nothing bad happens. When it's long, all kind of bad things happen. Now, the tip weight, the amount that's in there, it may be fine when you have the whole plane trimmed out. But for a first flight, and possibly on a windy day, you got nothing in there, Kent. Forget it. Nothing. Oh, I'll go get some weights. How is it? Yeah, that's fine, Kent. That's close enough to get it in the air. I added up an extra ounce of tip weight. It's more than what he'll need, but it'll be safe. And the reason you want it to be safe is just in case the wing has a little warp in it, you don't want to have it that on the first flight it comes in at you. Let it hang down and we can always take a little off. When we're all done, cut it on the bottom and glue it inside. What kind of handle you have? With adjustments or?
Yeah.
But that thing with an automotive wrench is a smart thing no matter what motor you have.
And I have an automotive wrench with me.
Do you have any handle that doesn't have a bar on it?
No.
They all have bars?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
My dad will fly.
Saddle up. You can add down. You're up. That's up? Yeah.
So now this is one of the nice things about Brodaks is having people around that can give you a hand if you haven't flown. He hasn't flown in, Ray, how long since you flew? 25 years?
Last time I flew was a couple months ago, maybe. Not 2 months. My room yesterday.
Okay.
The wing came loose a little bit. I didn't crash it. I landed.
Well, you gotta.
I just went around and like this and didn't do any stunts
Yeah, but
because
you
I
got
hadn't
a little
flown
up
in a
in
few
your
years.
flap.
Okay, good. Well, as long as you didn't crash.
No, I didn't. My brother Danny would have went. I'm like, no.
Now what Kent's going to do, we're going to run it on the ground once, make sure nothing's loose, make sure the motor's not overheating or anything.
Right, that would make sense.
Then we're going to, Kent's going to take it off, make sure it's not flying in at him or something's loose or coming apart.
Right.
And then Ray's going to get his first flight in 25 years.
Oh, right. I'll have to get my camera out. They're going to get dizzy and put it in the ground.
Yeah, well, if you haven't flown in a long time, you could get dizzy, that's for sure. Kent, my suggestion is we fill it up with fuel, run it on the ground, give it the 2.4.
Yep.
Make sure nothing's getting loose. When you get home. It's not going to matter today, but it's better. You're using centrifugal force as your friend then. Ray, even guys that build an expert plane, you know, and they're experts, I still like to run it on the ground. I just feel better. Before you launch it, you get 8 to 10 minutes of running around with a lean run.
Real tight.
If you have to, flip it over.
I think I got it wet.
And then, is that a brand new motor, Ray?
It's a brand new motor, but I've run it.
You got break-in runs on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he'll run it on a rich side anyway. Run it on a rich side, just in case there's inevitably something in the filter from time to time. Can you get your finger in there?
Can't get my big mitten in there.
Flip it upside down.
Yeah, she's got it in.
Cowlings made in the winter. There you go. What you don't want to have is a lean run. If it's rich, just fly level. Give some time on the motor. If it's lean, you hurt the motor. Now, is that Fox fuel with 29% oil? Maybe if you go down at the hobby shop and try to get a gallon of Fox fuel that's got 29% oil. 29% caster. Especially if it's hot out, or it'll only hurt you if you get a lean run. You don't get a lean run, it's not a problem. I like to do this no matter what plane, what engine. I always feel better. But if it's a little rich, it's not going to hurt you at all. See, the motor won't even overheat when it's running rich like that. It'll overheat when it's running lean. And then if you got the fuel without all that caster oil, that's when the motor cools off and you have no compression. He's going to be selling fuel right down by that silver car. Power Master fuel, but get the fuel that's made for Fox is 29% oil. Or get if he has it in Brodak hobby shop, same thing. We're gonna go to hobby shop later at some time. But I wanna do this, and when Billy gets here, I wanna give him some time too. Tells you if you have a leaky tank too. When you put your finger on that, it should lean right out. It's telling you there's no air leak. This is why I like to bench run it, Ray, because we call it bench running. You see, there's always something. Now, the needle valve is loose. That's very typical.
Yeah. I'll cut him some little fuel pieces for him.
What's a good idea with those little wood screws? Put a piece of Scotch tape over them. It keeps them from backing out.
And that's one thing I didn't bring.
Oh, I have Scotch tape. And now this is more weight than you're going to need, but we'll take one off after 10 flights.
Got it right in the place where you can't get to it.
What's that?
It's just right there. Well, this way don't get it and that way don't get it.
Forceps, yeah. Or I got a better idea. Scissors will get it. I'll show you how to get in at that. Give me that axe. I know there's an axe over by the table. Wendy the butcher will get back at doing this.
Wendy the trim carpenter.
Oh.
Give me that.
You know what's funny? On this old antique bike I got, there's no way you can get the carburetors off without taking the engine out of the bike. So far. Until Wendy came along and invented a way to get them off. It was pretty messy,
Straight
but
pair.
everybody I talked to is, oh, you got to take that motor out of the
Smaller.
frame.
I think I just moved it.
Well, in the worst world, you can put a rubber band around this and hook it to the needle valve. That'll last for a couple flights. You're going the wrong way. Oh no, you're going the right way. Yeah, no, hey, I'm drunk. There you got it. These little cowl screws that constantly, if you look at that real close, it backs out. Put the screws back in, and I'll go get the tape right now so we don't forget.
It's like John said, you can also cut a little piece of fuel tubing.
Yep, yeah, because they want to back out. Every vibration is pushing them out. They're not making them tighter. Now when the holes get stripped, you put some thin CA in here, in the threads, let it dry, and then rethread it. And you can do that about 40 times before you run out of
CA.
Out of threads or whatever. I'll go get the Scotch tape. Now, just like what can happen with a new plane, with any new plane, we're going to take the cowling off because Kent really can't get in there, and the whole needle valve is turning, and we want that to be tight. And then we're going to put tape over the screws, and hopefully not have an issue with it. I don't think it'll be. See, what's new with a new engine, especially a new Fox? When this oil starts coming out clear, then the motor's broken in.
Okay.
When it's dirty like that, that's the parts wearing in. Especially with a Fox, they're fit all, you know, much old-fashioned technology, not the new CNC stuff. I don't think anyway. But Ray, any new plane, it's the same scenario. The only guy I know that can fly a plane right off the bench is Joe Adamusco. He flew his first flight, first day, just walked to the car and then had us all.
But he does a lot of bench trimming before.
Yes, absolutely. I do the bench trimming, and I still need to do this. It's like Gilda Radner said, it's always something.
Well, what's the deal? I've been flying the same airplane for 3 years and I'm still trimming it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the IQ test. 3 years later, we got a bench run the motor and the needle valve. At least he's got an excuse. His is new, we don't. No, my plane is still new. I have never even had the engine out of it. I've never shimmed a tank. It's still relatively new. All right, let's do this right. Time to... You know what show I love? That called NASCAR Garage with a... Oh, today we're going to show you how to change a carburetor. Oh, they just happen to have a $40,000 lift, $10,000 worth of air wrenches, every tool's chrome plated. Yeah, the average guy has that, no problem. And a spare engine just sitting there in a crate. And, oh yeah, you need MIG welding? We have 10 of them in the back. Kent and I like working in the mud, baby. He's a real NASCAR garage guy. You even got to take that off to tighten it up? You know, another thing, make sure that look where that hole is in the spray bar.
That's why I'm...
And put a scratch. I'll show Ray how to put a scratch or a ding or something in it. Because if that hole isn't facing down into the motor, it won't run right. And the worst thing is sometimes it runs. It runs, but it doesn't run good.
Actually, I was under the impression it was supposed to face to the back of the Ventura.
Now, if it's got two holes, it goes on both sides. If it has one hole, it goes straight down. The old Foxes, the ones like I had, they had two holes, one on each side, so you couldn't see either hole.
Yeah, and actually that's you're looking for the
NASCAR Garage here at Brodak's.
And that's actually a Super Tiger needle valve.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah. I took the Fox one off because it wouldn't fit through the cowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, if we're going to run it without the cowl, why don't we go ahead and just swap sides with it since we got to take it out anyway.
Okay.
Oh, we could do that later, just to get a first flight on it. Just get it and get it mark where the setting is. It's going to, what'd you say, 3.5?
That's a
Right, you're gonna reneedle anyway. But another thing, without the cowling on there, if you nose over in the grass, you won't googe up the cowling. Yeah, if you got the 2 wrenches, the idea here is not to do it with pliers or needle nose pliers and get everything all burred up and everything. And just put the filter on the other side then and you're in good shape.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, we're gonna have to do
Yeah,
it.
you may as well. What, you know, may need a longer piece of tubing.
I don't know, this thing is
So it lines up right here. And
You can get it at Harbor Freight. Is that where you got it, Kent?
Yeah.
It puts a punch on the needle valve so you can always spot where the hole is.
Yeah.
From outside. Here at NASCAR Garage, we have the hammerless punch. It looks a lot like a sheetrock knife.
a folded one.
Yeah, you're gonna need a longer piece of tubing now on there.
Okay. Let's see. We want this going this way, Buffer side.
Now this one's got 2 little 5.
Anybody doesn't know, if you've never been to a Harbor Freight, it's the coolest place if you love tools. And you can go online. They have it, you can buy the stuff off the online too. Get an electric drill for $9.
In the center.
Right.
And that's just throwing it off center just a little bit.
I did notice it was.
Now the reason that, okay Ray, let me tell you a trick. The reason that needle valve's coming loose, you got a washer on the side of it. You can't have a washer, it's got to be metal to metal, or it'll loosen up every time. When you tighten it properly, it's going to split that washer.
Is that other one in? Is that the slop in there? Yeah, that's a slop.
You got the Fox needle valve?
I'll have to go find it, but I think I do have it.
Anytime I've tried to use those kind of nylon washers, at some point in time they split and.
Okay, wait a minute before you take
I
that
got
apart.
metal.
Let's get this one, get all of it, put it back together. Don't want to start getting different.
So while Kent's working on the plane, we'll check out Keith Trostle's big job. No, that's Keith Trossel's one of his practice flights. He's here early every day, of course. Gearing up for multiple wins, as we all are. And in our case, we're gearing up to get this guy back in the air after 25 years of not flying. Ray Dory, great guy. The Fox is a metric needle valve?
No, that's
Or is it the OS?
I think that's an OS.
My
A lot of OS
God, what a
ones,
nightmare this is turning out to be.
Spring clicking, but a lot of their
Now, Ray, one of the things that can happen, a lot of guys that have similar problems, or they're trying to do something like this, when they turn the needle valve, they're turning the whole spray bar. So they'll spend the whole day making yourself crazy without realizing. Kent, of course, being a super expert like he is, knew right away there's something wrong.
Right.
But a lot of guys wouldn't figure that out.
Yeah.
It'd take them a little while. They'd say, uh-oh, what's causing that, you know? And in the worst of the worlds, you get a new engine that's a lean run on a new engine, and it never runs the same.
That's awful tight, but it seems like it's loosening up as I turn it, so I'm gonna leave it like that. At least we can get.
Let me see. What did you do, Ray?
Just feel it to see if you'll turn it 2 or 3 times. You feel how it loosens up big time.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
happening.
loosen. You know why? It's bent. You want to know something? It's bent. Look, watch how it turns around. It's not perfectly straight. It's going in on the angle.
No, it's straight. I can't see it move. See, look how it's loosening.
Yeah, what's happened, you're tightening it on one of the spots where it's up. All right, because you're not going to have the cowling on, let's just look at it and see if it's moving. Run it once more on the ground. Play it safe. We're not going anywhere. You got the whole day. You get in the next 8 days here. So what's the rush? Always, as Gilda Radner says, it's always something. And it is.
All the way back to the tank.
And a lot of times, Ray, what happens is the most small little Mickey Mouse screw that won't tighten, a piece of tubing that has a hole in it, the tiniest little thing just ruins your whole day until you get it sorted out.
Just say Kruger.
Play it safe. We're not going anywhere. Run it on the ground.
I got it.
And see if that needle valve is walking or moving, or we could always put a rubber band around it. It'll last a couple flights before it gets all oily and greasy.
Hey,
Hello.
what is this? A circle observation committee
What?
or what?
We're giving lessons on how not to build an ARF.
Oh, okay. Well, all I've seen you guys do is look at the circle over here.
We're taking pictures of you. You don't know it. We got you where we want you. Now wait, Keith, you met Ray yesterday. He hasn't flown in 25 years. He brought an ARF, brought a Fox 35. So far we've had a few issues with it. We haven't gotten it in the air. It had no tip weight.
Are you being nice to him?
No. We're harassing the hell out of him. We're actually, it's like being inducted into Marines here or something.
Come here, I can tell.
We're mean, but this plane is going to fly. And when Billy gets here with his beginner plane, we are really going to be on his case. Of course, it's my plane, so I can afford to harass him.
There in Tucson, we have a bunch of guys come out and fly on the grass, and they fly their profiles, and they have a great time. Putting their patterns together and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
They've made a big banner. The banner's is wrong. The Grass Brigade. So, we're going to make a banner to put over. We've got a little tent for our place. We're going to be the Senior Control Line Advisory Council.
You notice I'm in management. I love this. This is like my one day of the year, because usually I'm on the other end of this stick. Now he'll get this in the air. This will fly today. And Billy, we'll definitely get Billy in the air as soon as he gets here. I won't even let him unpack his car. That's the Fox needle valve in there now, or the other one? That's the OS?
I'll have to go find the Fox.
He'll have him in the hobby shop. We'll just take one out of Keith's plane. He won't know. He goes for lunch. He'll come back, there's no needle valve in his plane. This way you can choke it too without the cowling.
It's all right to run it without the collar?
Oh, it's better. You'll get more air around. And tonight we'll open up the hole so you can choke it and put a big enough hole to get some air in there. And you're good, you get nice big wheels for the grass too. Now is that wing glued in real good? Not glued in with 2 drops of CA or something?
What, the wing?
The wing, this joint right here. Is the one that fails.
epoxy.
Okay. But when the guys build a Strega and they don't glue the wing and then they complain, it's my fault.
These nubblers actually have 2 screw bolts. They go
Yeah,
all the way
it's got-
through and
Okay.
line nutted into the piece.
Well, mine don't. You got to glue it.
Yeah.
And you got to not glue it to the monocoque.
Wouldn't rely on those 2 screws, but it does
All right,
help.
which way am I?
You're lean. Open it up.
It actually centers the wing up pretty good. Too. Right.
If they don't store like that, road journey.
Flip it over. Oh.
I got a better idea.
Let Keith flip it upside down. There you go. I'm sure Keith had at least one Fox 35 in his life.
You know, actually, I've only got 2, and I've never really flown one of my own.
Well, you get to fly my Ringmaster for a year after I leave. Oh. Let me see what's loose.
Not anymore, but
Not anymore.
Okay. Okay, and you obviously got it tight now. Okay, and you just tape that on. I got Scotch tape if you want. Oh, you got.
Yeah, use some of that blue tape because you know that's been pulled on. What'd you do your tape, Wendy?
Yeah. I brought a rubber band in case you need it for the needle valve. Was it jiggling on that last
one?
one?
I think needle valve's fine.
Yeah. Always have a roll of Scotch tape and a rubber band. Now you got mine in your toolbox. Like duct tape for NASCAR?
Yeah.
We need Scotch tape.
Scotch tape does a prettier job than that white stuff I have.
No, even if you get a little hole in a wing, you can get through the day. Or if you get, there's a million things. You never know what they are. You know, until you want to put a trim tab on. If this wing is a little crooked, you can just get a beer can, a soda can, or whatever. Always plenty of beer cans by our field. All right. Now he's got the Louisiana switchblade to cut the tape. Between him and Tyson, they could go hunting here. Holy mackerel. In my neighborhood, knives are outlawed. All right, what else, Kent? It ran pretty well?
Ran fine. I mean, we're just gonna have to see.
Yeah, okay. I was over helping Brookins with his wheel collar issue. All right, well, I guess we're ready to put it in the air.
Prosh?
And after, you're not nervous, are you, Ray?
Nah.
I mean, you're a pro, right?
I'm on film.
You're on film. Your 8 best friends in the world are here. We're holding rocks to throw at you if you even bounce the landing. Plus, I'll put this on YouTube so quick.
I was going to say it's going to be on YouTube.
My wife's got the laptop out, getting ready to send this up to YouTube. Oh my God. All right. All right, you get out, pull my pocket. It's around. Never go anywhere without Scotch tape. Coffee maker. I have a cup of coffee and I want more. I pour the water in. All right, Ray, the moment of truth. Those years of waiting.
Y'all got that already?
Yeah, man.
Saving money.
Seems like you.
That's right. All right, good luck, my friend. Give it the Kent Ticer shuffle.
John and Wendy, you're on board.
Yep. You all set?
What did we do with the... Here we go.
Yeah, you started. What am I? What? I'm in management. I was. Okay. Good luck, baby. Kent will fly up high and you can just walk out there. All right. Ah, you can't flip. Nah, not realistic. It'll just backfire a few times. It's still hot. You got the electric starter? It's still hot. When it's this hot, you're not going to want to wait for it to cool off. Dead battery in there is good. Yeah.
He's got to manage to not connect them good. Just push it down hard on it. Just start standing up.
Flip it over. Wait a minute. Just flip it back. I'll start it. Give yourself a rest.
And I'll hold it so you can go on out there with Ken if you want.
Yeah, go ahead out with Kent. We'll take care of it.
Grab her. Yes,
Okay, go ahead. I got it. Felt like there was probably fuel on it, yeah.
Without no sound.
Mine has
sound. I'll play it back for you.
Come on, doggy. You doggy. You doggy. No, it was rich, but this is asymmetrical. When you flip it over, it goes leans. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Tough guys don't cry. They wear sunglasses. Something like that. Oh, Kent's a good instructor, believe me. Ray is flying after 25 years. All right!
He's already wanting to do wing over.
That's got to be a good feeling to be back in the air after 25 years. Don't you think?
Yeah, he's got that goofy smile.
He forgot to get sunglasses and a hat. Ha! Guess we could sell him a hat right now. Luckily, I brought a spare hat. He looks like he's doing fine. Yeah, that's funny good, huh? Gotta be a good feeling, though, to be back in the air, have that handle in your hand. Yeah, but not enough. Not enough. They're dreaming. That's not enough weight. I put on way more than what you need. We could take it off a lot easier than putting it on when it comes in and chases you around a circle. Oh, he hasn't forgotten how to fly, that's for sure. We could run it a little bit faster maybe next flight. Go in on the needle some.
Put the 64-ounce tank in it.
Well, what happened is, I hate to break his bubble, but an OS needle valve's 165 thousandths and a Fox is 100 and it's less anyway. And what happens, you now have a really tiny Venturi on a motor that was tiny to begin with. So you wind up with the mileage king of the world here. Even worse if you go to put an air filter on it. Easy, back up, back up, back up. Don't give it full up. Whoa! All right, Ray! Whoa!
Staggering in a circle.
Do you want a hat? I'll go get you a hat. We got a sale on hats and sunglasses.
Yeah, there's a drugstore up there.
Oh, he's a happy man.
How'd that feel? Good? A picture for all ages here. Actually, you know what you should do, Kent? Get the, I'll get my camera. Let's set up a picture with the plane and you guys shaking hands. And we could put in a column when you send them. Who you send them to?
Fenton.
Okay, Fenton can put in there, give him the issue that after 25 years, he's back. He's addicted again. So we gonna get to fly this right now, or?
It might be a little windy.
Yeah, you better wait till just before dark, or?
We could try then. It might be a good hoot for everybody.
Well, my friend Billy will show you. I bet he's built 100 half-A planes. He's got, and they're all in his house. I mean, they're all flown, and he'd love to see this. He's got I think he's got one of every scientific kit they ever made. What a collection. And he can fly him right in his, near his house. You don't even have to, you don't need a flying field. Very cool. Now that's an 020, right?
Yeah, it's an 020.
Well, that needs high nitro fuel, right?
Yeah.
You need to get some like 25. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got some in the van.
Very cool. You should make a little Strega.
I got the plans reduced for a small impact at the moment, but not the Strega.
I think Steve Busso made like a bunch of little half-A. Am I wrong or right? Years ago.
He has their profile.
A Gieske Nobler,
all of the world.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be very cool.
Genesis, the Nobler, the.
Right. All of the world championship planes. Now he'd have to make Fitzgerald's plane and Warwick's plane too. So.
They all use the same wing. They just put different wing tips in.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I basically did the same thing anyway. So we're basically waiting for the women to get back with food for lunch. I don't know, I think Brookins wants to fly. That's very cool. Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing this little guy fly. We don't have to worry, we just fly it out in the parking lot. Oh, a little handle, that's cute. And what do you have, string? Is that string or?
Spider wire.
Okay, that's spider wire. Okay.
Yeah, left over from
fishing line.
Yeah, left over from the fishing reels.
Yeah, very cool.
MiG 15.
Another half-A. Oh, that's a big one. That's a real half-A.
Yeah.
We could fly that one right now. That is cool.
The finish.
Yeah, he's got it.
I got his finishing.
What finish?
DVDs. I've been practicing with the little.
What is that? A windy finish?
Well.
Oh yeah. Don't.
But I use your tapes to get this close.
Wow, that's even got a nice. That is a nice finish. Are you kidding me? Let's fly. Now, what engine is in this? One of those little Nelson things? Or what are they? They're little hot rod engines, right? Oh man, you got lines for this?
Somewhere, I think I brought.
Let's fly it. That looks really cool. Oh, does Banjock seen these?
No, I haven't.
Banjock's got a little MiG. You ought to take. It'd be funny when he puts his aluminum planes out. Take his and put it under the car or something. Put this in its place. Say, hey, Danny, your plane turned to wood. It's even got a nice canopy. He's even got the shaded canopy.
Was that one of those Norvales?
Yeah, the Norvale.
Yeah.
I had to put the pantyhose on it to reduce the intake.
Slow it down?
Yeah, so it'll pull some fuel.
But it's supposed to run on pressure, right?
For the most part.
The canopy's even nice, yeah. This guy's got some talent. I don't care what Jim Mitchell says about him. Very cool. You got anything else in the car we should know before we go play with Brookins?
Big.
You need to bring more planes. This is really exceptional.
I left my F-82 at the house.
Oh, you got another one?
F-82, yeah.
You know that?
It wasn't really flown very much. I had one flight on it.
That's got to fly good though. Man, that wing is plenty big. That'd do stunts and everything.
The last time I flew it was really nose heavy, so it was very sluggish on the turn, so I added some tail weight since then.
Yeah, put some lead. I got stick-on leads. Nice little controls and everything. That size wing, you could even put flaps on it.
I think it was flex.
No, it'd be pretty cool. I'd even show that to John Brodak. That's a unique little plane. They have sports scale here, right?
Yeah, I think they do.
They have the fun scale or whatever it is where it doesn't have to really be scale.
I wasn't sure why the epoxy, the first time I put it on, didn't tint. And I've got it epoxy back to this panel line for the hot fuel proofing.
Yeah.
And it tinted on me a little bit. I'm not sure what I did to it.
Well, you got the line right there. I mean, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what's good about ink lines.
That's the way they were.
Yeah. This was a real one. It shot down some Thunderbirds or something. Some of Bob Brookins and Lou Woolard's ships. I think they're out there flying now. Look at, they're using soda for fuel. How unusual. Was that a little Sato? Oh my God, it's super nose heavy. Yeah, that engine's a little heavier than a Fox, say, or...
Yeah.
And you really can't shorten the nose any, or you're not going to have room for the tank.
Yeah.
And the hinges are stiff, you said?
Yeah, it's those...
What are those?
One-piece hinges that comes with them kits.
Oh, okay.
It's an art.
That's not stiff.
Well, maybe just because it's nose heavy.
That should work.
Nose heavy, you'll make a lot of things wrong.
Oh, buddy.
You don't have a lighter motor than that?
That's the one he wanted on it. He's been flying that on it. I used to fly it on the Yak 9.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the motor, but when you do that, you shorten the nose a little bit. At least that's what I do.
Throw like 25 on it, I ain't go.
Put some tail weight on it.
Yeah.
It'll still fly it.
Yeah, I'll give you some stick-on lead if you don't have any. Put a little piece right on the tip of the rudder.
I've got some.
It'll turn quicker with the tail weight, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nose heavy.
Yeah.
When it sticks with the nose down like that in static trim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's nose
You
heavy.
mean that's nose heavy?
Lucky guess. Lucky guess.
Would you say it was nose heavy?
That's a little closer anyway. Well, not really. You need more lead than that.
Yeah, another one of those.
But that's going to make it better. Do that much. Fly it one more time. Let's see if it's better. I got more weights in the car. We may need more for your Strega dually there. What happened to the elevators? You couldn't get the monocoat to stick, or what was the deal?
I got it to stick.
While you had the monocoat off, you should have sanded them down about half of that thickness too.
I'll tell you what, that monocoat, it doesn't iron on for shit on that.
No, I know, I know.
He has, man.
Okay, Lou's got some tail weight on here. We're going to see if that makes any difference in the way he's complaining. He's got a 4-stroke, which is a lot heavier than a typical 2-stroke, but no, we'll see how he gets it going. Oh, now we got the real Strega out here. That looks better already, Bob. Looks like it has a real turn now. In fact, Lou can't fly it level, it turns so good. Look at that, it turns just like a stunt ship. George would be so proud.
Definitely not in the clouds.
No. Looks like the outer wing might be up, Kent. Let's see if it gets light on outside maneuvers. If it gets light on outside maneuvers, then it's up.
It looks like it is.
Tab on the bottom of the outboard wing might be next. We'll see if he says it has good tension outsides. It doesn't look like it does. It looks like it's getting mushy outside. He's a hard coach. Uh-oh, I see a 4-stroke meltdown coming here. And 4-stroke meltdown coming here, Lou. Don't get downwind.
Oh, yeah, you almost went.
Whoa, way to stick the landing.
Well, what do you think?
When it wants to go, it goes. I can't do nothing about it. Acts to me like it's tail heavy. It may be them stiff engine.
Could be.
It might be the 63-foot lines I'm flying on.
I guarantee you that's it.
That's why when he's doing it outside, it looks like it starts
Yeah.
to turn. It's getting soft. It comes in, has to fly straight, and then it.
It looks like when you're inverted, the wing is up just a little bit.
You ready?
Could use about 5 feet off the lines.
That's what I told him. They're 63s.
Yeah, it should. The line should be about 57, maybe.
58 would work.
I mean, he's using longer lines than the guys that run the big 4-strokes in big sunships. You got shorter lines, or?
We will have.
Okay.
When Elaine gets back here, I'll check on it.
Oh, I see we got Strega and his evil twin brother Strega here. Strega 1 and Strega 2. Is this one a kit?
Yes, it's from a kit.
Okay, I see you got Kent's bottom, type of bottom anyway.
A little bit. Gotta take off wing too.
Take apart wing?
Good idea. Yeah, I've got the motor that's broken off of it. And we can fix that.
And what motor's in there?
PA 61.
61, okay, on a pipe. All right, Strega Dooley. We're being Strega-ized here. Boy, if this weather gets any better, when Billy gets here, he's not going to believe he didn't die and go to heaven. This is the first time today there's been a little bit of breeze even. Just breeze. I'm looking forward to some breeze.
Yeah.
Especially while we're eating.
This is great. This is the most breezy it's been.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most of it's been dead air.
Yeah, I know the guys were doing maneuvers when Keith was here. They were backing up and moving all over the place.
That's the first time that I have really felt being affected by, you know, no air.
Yeah, yeah. Well, out by you probably don't get a lot of dead air. The corn starts moving early in the morning, huh?
Yeah.
All right, got it going. Now he made a take apart wing on this. I gotta look and see how he did it. Yeah, I see how he did it. That's not the best flip mover I've. Jeez, that looks like the Ukrainian shuffle there. Looks like me at my first dance class. Yeah, that looks scary. I think they should rehearse more. You know, that's how Lampione chopped up his hand. I mean, he needed a ton of stitches and stuff. I had to rush him to the hospital at Middlesex. They were flipping a plane over and somehow one hand didn't know what the other one was doing. Right into the prop. And the prop won big time.
I think I saw pictures of that.
Oh yeah, Bobby put all the pictures out on the internet of his chopped up hand. We call them Bubba Burgers.
Somebody help you, Lou?
He's not finding the wind either.
No.
Look at the smoke if you're in doubt. And if you're in doubt, just go directly opposite where we are and you'll be safe. If you're totally in doubt, like last year when I was flying a Spitfire and I couldn't find the wind for the whole day, just stay right where he is right now and you're safe. Bob, are the women back yet? Okay. It's up inverted. Yep. You see it, Kent?
I'm following the lines out and it looks like it's flat and dissolved.
Ask him if he has line tension issues inverted. Although if he's got enough tip weight, it won't matter.
I can know it looks down both ways.
The girls are back? After this flight, I'll go over there and see if they need a hand. They'll be cooking up lunch for us. I don't know what they got planned, but we're never disappointed. Flying schmying, the girls are back in action. We had to leave the flight, help them unload the car. They are ready to prepare lunch for the men in their lives. Those wonderful men and their flying machines. What kind of high-tech stuff you guys doing now? High-tech. Man, this is NASCAR garage all over again. And using A&W root beer for fuel, I think that's just a great idea.
That's great.
Who needs that expensive fuel and all that oil on your plane?
Yeah, I mean,
Just put in some A&W root beer.
yeah.
Can you get a minute? Flip it over. Nobody's looking to fly right now. Let me see how you did it. Did it like a traditional? Okay. So this whole thing comes off with the body. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty nice, in fact. How big of a prop are you running on it?
The 12 1/4, 4 1/2, I guess. I tried to de-pitch it, but
It's under-cambered prop. This is an under-cambered prop.
Recommended.
Okay.
I didn't try anything. I was looking for kind of a plug-and-play type of thing, so, because I'm learning.
Now, what I saw, but Kent didn't, I saw it needed a little trim tab on the bottom. It looked.
I'm thinking it's carrying a little bit too much tip weight because it looked like it was up. To me, it looked like it was down.
How much tip weight is in there?
I don't.
Put it on the ground. I'll show you how to test it real quick. Pick it up by the rudder in the front.
Yeah.
And just see if the tip doesn't flop right down. I don't even have to do it. I can watch. Yeah, that's got enough tip weight. That when it just goes maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Well, what's it feel like it's doing? I mean,
first off, is there any place in the pattern where it's not in good line tension?
No.
Okay. Plenty of tension?
Plenty of tension, and,
okay.
And some of it is it's got a lot more in the steady, so you only get a few flights before you wear out my arm.
Okay. That means you got to exercise.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's not a fault of the plane.
I mean, in the maneuvers and stuff, I believe it wiggles less than mine.
Oh,
as far as.
Well, because it's got a smaller prop.
Right.
The prop, if you put a 14-inch on there, the engine's not going to be happy either.
Yeah. And you was flying everything super small.
I was going to pull it out early, I think.
Yeah, but it makes everything so small, and that makes it harder for the airplane to fly when you lose flying.
Because I'm still scared of the ground.
I understand. We are too.
That shows you got a good IQ. Right after you fly into the ground is when you usually say it.
Should have pulled out a little higher.
I think I'll go for that 1 foot higher pullout. Now, are the hinge lines taped? Not taped. They are taped.
They're
okay.
monocoated on
And how much does it weigh altogether?
I think it's at between 64 and 65 ounces.
It should be a perfect plane.
It looks great in the air.
Okay, then maybe I just need to learn how to fly.
I didn't say that.
What I want to do is measure the motor offset because I can't really, when you're making a take-apart plane, these are things you do. What? Nah, you gotta somebody's got a piece of wood here. Now the trick here is you're using the same prop blade and keep them parallel. So you're not doing it accurate enough if you don't do it the same prop blade because sometimes the prop blades are out.
Right, this tip is exactly on the eye of the zinger.
Okay, now flip it over, use the same blade and see if it's on the eye of the zinger. This is not really ultra accurate, but if it's off 1/8 of an inch, we'll be able to pick it up.
You have 0 offset.
Okay, so one thing will make it, in my opinion, it'll make it better if you can give yourself 1 degree. A 1 degree is a 1/16 of an inch, measured just the way he did it. 1/8 inch is 2 degrees, roughly. Of course, the best thing is an ordinary piece of 1/4 inch square balsa with little marks on it. But this gets you in the ballpark. And a lot of times, especially when you make a take-apart plane, when you don't pay attention to this, and what happens, you get to the field and it's got in-thrust. And then you go crazy.
He has absolutely none.
None, it's 0.
None. It's,
Measure Woolard's plane while we got the prop out here. Because he's wanting to trim this one too. I mean, Brookins.
Each plane is different. You can't just say that 1/4 inch offset.
No, and you got to use the tip. See, you actually shouldn't even use the tip of the prop because the front and the back are different. Because of the pitch. You should glue up an old prop with 1 blade and a pin. Then the pin doesn't lie. And hold that parallel to the body. Close?
Actually, that one appears to have a little in thrust on it.
Yeah,
let's lose.
It does.
Get Lou. We're going to beat the hell out of Lou. Lou!
Hey, Wendy, you can look at it and see. It's got.
You got in thrust on this. What? Who lined this up? What? You got in thrust on it.
He's got at least 1/8 of an inch.
Okay. I demand an apology. Brookins put the motor in. I knew it. You got in thrust on this Strega. Who put that motor in? Good looking guy, red hat, brown shirt. Yeah, it's got in thrust. We haven't measured it accurately, but that's one of the things for the future you can look at now.
You can look at it and see it.
I had to.
I can't see it, but you can measure it.
I had to shave the lugs, just a little bit on the side.
Okay.
And I can't remember what else, but it was a tight fit.
Yeah, which means it's going to be a bitch to get more offset in it. It's going to be difficult. Remember, you got to measure the same. If you measure in the back of the prop, you got to still measure the back of the prop. The front and the back are going to be different when you do this measurement.
But I was just looking, as always.
It also doesn't account for the fact in a really crappy plane, one leading edge could be more radius.
Okay.
This just is a ballpark thing.
What are we checking?
The distance between the prop and the leading edge.
Okay.
On, actually, it should be on a 13-inch prop. It should be a 16th and an 8th.
He's got about that much
In thrust. Okay, so if you could in the future, it's going to be hard to do it without a Dremel tool. Measure it accurately. And the way you measure it accurately, you take an old prop that's broken, put one blade, a 13-inch blade, and glue a pin to it.
Okay.
Then you measure from the pin both ways.
Okay.
Because you can't measure what he did, he just flipped it. It's giving you a gross measurement. You know what I'm saying? It's just like walking off yards with your feet.
That's been put in by eyeball the best way it would fit.
Okay, but here's what happens. When that's wrong, that in essence makes the body crooked because the plane doesn't know. The plane knows where the prop is.
Right.
So now the wing has actually gone in crooked. The tail leading edge is crooked.
Okay.
By getting that right, you follow?
Yes.
The whole plane gets lined up better.
Okay.
So that's worth doing. That's worth because we checked his.
I'm going to start.
Oh, you need to be watching more videos. What's for lunch, gals?
Well, we're gonna Nothing yet. Either subs or wrap.
Subs or wraps? That fruit bowl looks delicious.
You want some more gravy?
I've been starving myself for a big fattening lunch.
What do you think?
No, don't give me this now.
I thought you'd want it. Okay.
No. If anything, I'll have fruit. You know what a health freak I am.
Yeah. We all.
What a laughing at me. Shush.
I might cut that.
If you're going to come to Brodak's, you got to have more planes. 4 is not enough. Oh, a lag. That's nice. Very nice. Now that's got LA46?
Yep.
Got the Al Raby trim on the gear door things?
Al Raby / Robert Stork.
Mm.
Kind of copied his little tutorial on that.
Yeah,
Turned
yeah.
out pretty nice. I'm still working on the finishes. So
the finishers are coming out great. What are you working on? Get a little Gorhams. We'll do it right now. Got any Gorhams here?
no, I just
Buff that sucker right out right now. Very nice. That got a 4-inch belt crank in it and everything?
Yes.
I like how you do the canopies.
That's
you got
from
that.
yours.
But you got that figured out.
I stole that from you.
I still have to. I like the shaded in, feathered in canopies. Very nice. All right, don't tell me this is all you brought. We're gonna send you home with a slap.
The only other one is a little perky.
Oh, a perky postal?
Yeah, for the postal.
Hmm. Oh, that's nice. Hey, all your stuff is nice. Now, what do they do with these? They just fly them and mail in the time?
Yeah.
Take a flight? We should do that with Stunt.
Mail in your score. Yeah, this is it's actually fun to fly.
Yeah, I know.
So
they fly these. We got a guy named Raul, a terrorist by us, that flies some of them. I don't know what he flies. He doesn't know what event he flies sometimes. Very nice though. It's nicely made.
This was originally going to be white with red trim, and I found that the Windex in the clear, when I was wet sanding with Windex, it turned this orangish color. All the clear did.
The ammonia, maybe.
I guess it reacted, and so I sanded as much off as I could with water, and then I just painted it red.
That's cool. Is that the way they come with 2 fins? What's the purpose? Oh, does that tell you how to put it in the motor, or?
This was the Super Tiger 15. I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Goodyear
speed.
Racing.
Okay.
Yeah. I got it
Now,
used when I was a teenager.
What actually are the rules? That you have to build a certain plane or a certain
The
span?
postal one
Or?
is the certain airplane. It's the Perky.
It's like an antique, like a classic
It was
speed ship.
Panther or something.
And you
that's for the
build,
50s,
you
and
use
build
whatever
it
engine,
for the
it's got to be a
planet.
15.
15 gas or glow, or 19 ignition, I believe.
Okay.
And they have the 3 classes, and so I went with glow on this one, and I'm gonna do the Phantom one with a diesel just for.
Yeah. I'm amazed. That's really nice. Raul, a terrorist, to be all crazy here. Well, hey, very nice plane. We give him a hard time. He builds planes, the tail comes off in
And
flight.
I fly
the
off
wing.
grass, so landings with this are like
Yeah.
ballet.
Yeah.
It's a nice pirouette.
Are these the repro wheels, or are they real, like antique wheels?
The reproduction, because they came with the. I bought it off one of the speed guys.
Yeah, I know they remake them. They're real nice too.
And so they had red ones, so I bought the red.
Oh yeah, why not? Very cool. Hey, you got a lot of stuff. A multi-talented gentleman. Absolutely. If you want to audition for Broadway, this is the time to do it on Windy Videos. Let's have a few verses.
Because I belong to somebody. Because I belong to somebody.
It's hard to believe the entertainment value you can get from a...
That's why John joined us. He liked the entertainment.
He's okay.
Right, John?
I don't care what Ken says about John, he's okay. Yeah, life is good, Mr. Tyser. The ladies deserve at least a doubling of their paycheck this week. Maybe a tripling.
Don't have to have a wrap or a sub roll. You can make yourself a chef salad.
That is good. Get to know what good is. Hang out with Karen and the girls. Shelly and the girls. All right, lunch was beyond good. Beyond fattening. We're all bloated. We're all overweight.
Ready for a nap.
Ready for, if I had a hammock, I'd be in it right now. And we got a call from Billy, our friend coming. They've had a flat tire on the trailer, so he lost some time. But nothing will deter him, that's for sure. Kent, did he want us looking for something?
No,
Was the wing level? Or, oh, he changed lines. Okay.
Yeah.
I know he was fooling with the handle before. What handle's he using on this now? The Kaz handle?
Looks like a bar handle.
He's using a bar handle on this.
Yeah, but see what he done is he went, I think he said those are, he'd been using 015s and he put 018s on it.
What's the reason for that?
I guess to make sure that it didn't work.
Well, we'll have to talk at the end of the flight because I don't understand the logic. Unless the plane's over 64 ounces.
No, but I think what it is he was just trying to, like one, he had a set 60 and a set 63. And he was going to go a foot shorter.
But you go a foot shorter on the 015s.
Right, but he didn't have any.
Oh.
But you can see that when, like in these outside squares and definitely the square 8, the outside stuff, you can see them dragging behind.
Now we'll have to talk after this flight. Have you paid the cardinal tax?
Many times over.
First there's the Obama tax, he takes all your money, then we take all your Monaco. Wow.
As long as they make tissue, I'll be all right.
That's right, you got it, baby. Hey, this looks nice. What motor you got in there, 46 LA? Oh, a double, a Brodak. Do they have them up the hobby shop now?
I haven't been there yet.
Well, I got to get up there. I got to get something for my my VSC plane for next year. I like the way they run.
Yeah, we just put another head gasket under it now.
Yeah, yeah. Tommy Hampshire, he takes it home with him, and in the morning it's perfect. I don't care if he takes it to bed with him, to be honest. And the price I like a lot.
Don't ask him too many questions.
No.
I don't know what a 529 is.
Well,
5%.
5% nitro, 29% oil. And the oil is half and half.
It's what they recommend for Foxes, like what used to be old Fox fuel.
Not a problem.
When you go back over there, I'll follow you.
Everything goes around. Follow the outboard tip down the line. See how maybe down just a smidgen or up just a smidgen. Yeah, you got the voice going on that thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
no cursing.
No cursing.
No talking stories. This is a family video. We can't show your face on video.
You can't be scratching your...
Are you going to fly, Bob, or are you just going to sell fuel?
No, I'm going to fly.
Okay. Whoa! Almost sold another ARF kit there.
Yeah.
My friend Billy's on the way here. The guy that you read the pattern to incorrectly and screwed him out of a trophy. He said he's going to whoop you good when he gets here. You're getting a whooping.
I ain't afraid of him, but I'm afraid of his wife.
Yeah, I don't blame you. She's a lawyer.
Yeah.
That's a cardinal ARF, huh?
Yeah. I think it's an ARF. Because he redid it that time.
Yeah, this one's real pretty. He did a nice job on this.
That thing is all screwed up. Yeah, Dory keeps saying me either. Dory's getting to fly. What's this?
Really?
Yeah, coming along.
All right, so what's not to like?
I'm going to see if I can...
They have a ladies event, you know.
Yeah, well, she's even got her AMA card.
Okay, so you got a ringmaster or something she can fly, right?
No, I'm going to try to get her to fly to Strega.
That's all right, we got plenty of ARFs in stock.
I hadn't heard it do anything but just purr. We've seen it fly a dozen times in the last 2 or 3 days. He's doing pretty good.
Flies well, yeah. Now Ray hasn't flown in 25 years. He flew the first time in 25 years about 2 hours ago. He's ready to burn the sky up again tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Boy, you pulled that out right.
Who's that, Woolard?
Yeah, yellow thing.
Woolard's been having some tough luck there.
Now wait till I tell you what that thing's doing, Randy.
What?
outside maneuvers, the outboard wing bangs down. Inside maneuvers, it's banging up.
Too much tip weight.
No, it's coming up. He's got the flaps.
Maybe he's got crooked flaps on there. Were they not lined up right? I'd have to look at it. This little guy looks like he's flying good. Just needs to stretch out his stuff. He's making everything cigarette boxes.
Yeah. So he don't get it. You see him shake his head. It's soft.
Whoa! Oh, that was nice. Good for ARF sales.
Even on tape.
That impressed me even. Wow.
That's the turn I've seen so far.
I don't think you could get a piece of paper under that wheel on that pullout. When he lands, we'll say lower, lower.
Someone needs to hold that hourglass down there just a nanosecond longer.
Oh yeah, we know a guy that had a lot of trouble figuring that out. He looks a lot like you, Kent.
Yeah, I know it.
Has that funny talk too. Puts ranch dressing on everything. Oh man. Lower! He can't hear me. We want to see a lower pull out there on the hourglass. Little high. I had to deduct some points for that. That flies good.
Oh, I thought that was electric.
No. That guy isn't here. This Keith Trossel from California, from Tucson.
Oh, that's Mike.
I don't think so. I don't think so. It was somebody else.
John DeTagle was at our field when I left yesterday, which was...
So this is how the day is playing out here. Keith must have something in the filter. They're getting ready to fly some more of the guys with the intermediate planes. And the main thing is the women have served us absolutely the best lunch we've had of all time. I'm gonna have to go over and personally thank them. They are just, it just doesn't get a lot better than this. You girls are the best. So Billy finally arrives after a flat tire and after what? You got the dirt bikes in there and everything. All right, cool. We could have got the R1 in there. Why you baby? We could have got it and put it on the roof.
Yeah.
No problem.
I could have put it in here.
No problem. All right, you ready? Whenever you're ready to fly. These guys are flying, but there's only 3 guys on a circle. You get to fly every 15 minutes.
Shoot, I still gotta get lines for the ringmasters. Lines and the handles.
So we got lines. Kent is here. He knows you cut. This is the line guy right under the tent.
Beautiful.
My friend Billy Sargent.
Robert Willis.
How's it going, Robert?
So Dennis, what you got cooking up here, baby? I see you got a V-tail. Anything cool? Anything nostalgic?
Well, let's see. We are flying a Brodak,
Okay.
or Hellcat in profile.
Okay, electric.
Yeah, that's a gear drive, so it's kind of unusual.
Okay. And these are gas powered.
let's
Okay.
see, that's Big Art's Joker. My
Okay.
brother's going to fly the Cardinal in profile. On the wall here, that's the Jack Chic Swinger.
Okay.
Classic.
Oh, cool. Keith Trossel's here. He's right up the top of the hill.
Yeah.
And a little V-tail.
Yeah, that's a Brodak Stinger. Dale
Yeah.
Stinger airplane.
Yeah.
So-
And this one is what? Is this one electric or gas?
Yeah, that's
or?
electric. That's
Okay.
That's the Mythbuster. So
Very nice. Nice trailer.
Very wrinkly right now. Monaco doesn't like
No.
colors, but,
No.
or so I'm learning that. It's like a baby clown.
Okay, with a little electric motor?
A little Aerowind electric motor, and this
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
little
yeah.
little ongoing experiment here.
Yeah.
So,
Very
I
cool.
have totally gone over to the dark side.
You are on the dark side. Oh, here, speaking of that. Okay, fill me in. You got.
I haven't flown since the last time I was with you.
Okay. All right, so and you know I haven't flown for a week, so you know back home I mean.
How do you feel? Good?
Getting a little better each day. The nebulizer works good.
You look great.
Yeah. Melinda's already in mode.
Is she?
Yeah, she's ready. She's ready to rock. Wait till you see the food come out tonight. We spent $600 at Walmart last night.
Eating a lot of fruit. I gotta try to lose 3 pounds by the end of this week to try to fit in my racing clothes. I gotta most likely end up teaching some kids there. That's a lot of fun. And I'm gonna be in a Father's Day race.
Cool.
Be racing 150cc motorcycles that we don't fit on, so.
Yeah, probably between the 10 and down in there. It really shouldn't matter.
Yes, sir.
You want to pick it up?
No, I'll be alright.
Looks like it's rich. It's a little rich, Bill. When he lands, can't go in 2 clicks. You know, it's hotter now than it was back home.
Right.
This is Billy's first Brodaks and his first flight at his first Brodak. He got a rich run. We're just going to wait till his turn in the order. Go in again. He had a long ride out here. I think he needs he needs something to eat, a little nap. And it's going to cool off in about 2 hours. Let's see what the Ferrari watch says. It's oh yeah, it's not even 4 o'clock yet. Okay, this is Billy Sargent's tooling up here. This plane is 40 years old, never been flown. This is going to be the first time it's ever flown. I think we're going to try to run this on the ground. You want to run this on the ground one time?
Dory from Louisiana. Thank you. Where's Billy? So I can introduce her.
Billy's right over there. Oh, he's in a car, in a trailer.
You were down a couple of pounds of crawfish that Rainey took.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't see him, but
yeah.
she just came down a little while ago.
Yeah, she picked up the 2 that I brought. I wanted to get them in the freezer before things started to fly.
You could fool some people with it.
What the hell's going on?
Holy cow! I think I heard out of Musco's voice.
Hey, somebody sent me an email and said they weren't feeling too good. Look how good you look.
Look out.
You got...
We could have brought my R1 out here. Look, he's got his Ducati in there and everything. Could have brought the R1 out.
What kind of racing is he going to do? Dirt?
Motocross, yeah, motocross.
Oh, there you go.
Look at the half A's, Joe. He's got a bunch of little half A's.
I know he's familiar with that.
Yeah, little Ringmasters. And of course the 90 test plane. He's already flown it. But
is there a 90 in it?
No, Tiger 60. But I figure for running beginner, you're better off with the little Cardinal, you know? Especially if the wind blows.
Billy, what class do you, when you race, what class do you?
Okay, they're gonna get ready here somewhere to fly that the fancy electric thing with the pylon engine. Don't want to miss that. It's got a gearbox. He said a 3-to-1 gearbox. And you can see where the battery goes, yeah.
That stuff's getting smaller and smaller.
Yep, oh yeah.
The only thing is it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, well they got to figure a way to get oil coming out of it and some noise, yeah. It's very cool though.
He does nice work too. You look at the.
Yeah, it's a nice clean plane.
Absolutely.
Now this is an electric prop. This is one of those real skinny. Yeah, you can't put that on a gas engine. Although somebody, I don't remember who, was telling me they're running a gas engine with, and they're wondering how long they're going to last before they break. I said, when it breaks, you'll know it right away. Especially if it breaks right at the bolt hole.
Well, what we need is, you know, what the hell they call those new cars, which are half and half, like more.
Hybrid, yeah, we need a hybrid.
I wait for
a little 049 to make smoke and oil and noise.
Versa, you know?
Right.
I don't know, a little electric and 90.
Where's your plate? You gonna fly or not?
I gotta pull my car up here. Yeah,
well, pull it up here.
I'm sorry, you know, just.
The flight order is right over there.
There it is. In other words,
put your name on. You have a half an hour, or 40 minutes, or whatever. Put your name on a flight order.